Hello everyone, I am Vinod Kumar, working as an assistant professor in Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. So now I am going to present a video lecture on spectrophotometer, which comes under the unit 5 biochemical measurement. So the main objective of this biochemical measurement is to familiarize the different biochemical measurements, and students will demonstrate knowledge of proper use of modern instrumental techniques. So after learning these model instrument techniques, so students will be able to provide the parameter in analytical form. So first we discuss about what is spectrophotometer. So spectrophotometer, basically it works under the concept of spectrophotometry. So spectrophotometry uses photometers, which is known as spectrophotometers, so that can measure a light beam's intensity as function of its color wavelength. Color, that is nothing but wavelength. So it is also defined as an optical instrument that measures the intensity of light in relation to wavelength. So it can measure just about anything such as plastics, paper, liquid and metals. So we know that light is versatile element, so it can be reflected, scattered, transmitted and absorbed. So spectrophotometer is an apparatus for measuring the intensity of light in a part of the spectrum, so especially as transmitted or emitted by particular substances. So it is a tool that hinges on the quantitative analysis of molecules depending on how much light is absorbed by colored components. So that is nothing but spectrophotometer. So here a spectrophotometer is an instrument which isolates monochromatic radiation in a more efficient and versatile manner than color filters, which is used in the filter photometers. So filter photometers is nothing but it comes under the colorimetric measurement. So in spectrophotometer, simple selection filter of colorimeter is replaced by a monochromator. So monochromator is nothing but an optical device that transmits a mechanically selectable narrow band of wavelength or radiation chosen from a wider range of wavelengths available at the input. So that is nothing but monochromator. So here monochromator uses a diffraction grating, G, or a prism to disperse light from a lamp that falls through an entrance slit S1 into its spectral components. So that is shown in this diagram of spectrophotometer. So the entrance slit is S1, and then an exit slit S2 selects a narrow band of the spectrum, which is used to measure the absorption of a sample in Quiet C. So Quiet is shown in here. So Quiet is used to store the sample solutions, and S2 is nothing but exit slit. So from this exit slit only, the light is passed over a Quiet C. So a sensitive photodetector, D, which is often a photomultiplier, is used here together with an amplifier and a meter high, which calibrates units of transmittance or absorbance. So photomultiplier is nothing but it acts as a detector that uses the fact that photoelectrons are discharged from a photoelectric surface, when it is subjected to light. So the wavelength of the light can be changed by rotating the grating. So a mirror M folds the light path to reduce the size of the instrument. So now we discuss about the functions of spectrophotometer. So it allows the determination of absorption of samples at various wavelengths. So that is the main function of spectrophotometer. So the light output of lamp, however, as well as sensitivity of photodetector and light absorption of quiet and solvent varies when the wavelength is changed. So that is the basic principle in spectrophotometer. So this situation requires that for each wavelength setting, the density reading be set to 0. So with sample being replaced by a blank quiet, usually filled with the same solvent as used for sample. So this is the main demerit of this spectrophotometer. So for this only, so later, so it is replaced by double beam spectrophotometer. So comparing with the normal spectrophotometer, so in double beam spectrophotometer, the procedure is done automatically. So by switching the beam between a sample light path and reference light path by using mechanical shutter or rotating the mirror simultaneously. So that is the main advantage of double beam spectrophotometer compared with the normal spectrophotometer. So by using computing circuits, readings from both paths are compared and ratio of absorbance of density is indicated in double beam spectrophotometer. So the amount of light reaching the detector of a spectrophotometer is generally much smaller than that available for a colorimeter. So because of the small spectral bandwidth. So this is the comparison of color filter and that radiation energy. So that is given by the color filter as well as the monochromator. So radiation energy transmitted by color filter, so which is nothing but used in colorimetric measurement, and this is the radiation energy of the monochromator, so which is used in the spectrophotometer, so which gives narrower radiation energy. So that is the main advantage compared with your color filter as well as monochromator. So the amount of light reaching the detector of a spectrophotometer is generally smaller than that available for a colorimeter because of smaller bandwidth. So sensitivity detector is used here. So electrical signal from photoelectric detector can be measured by using a sensitive microammeter. So and then what are the two approaches to overcome the above problem? So detector signal may be measured by means of an accurate potentiometric bridge. So a reverse signal is controlled by a precision potentiometer. So until a sensitive galvanometer shows that it exactly balances the detector signal and no current flows through the galvanometer. So next second approach is nothing but, so detector current is amplified electronically and displayed directly on an indicating meter or in digital form. So these instruments have the advantage in speed of measurement. As in the case of colorimeters, so the instrument is adjusted to give a 100% transmission reading, so with the reference sample in the path of light beam. So the sample is then moved into the beam and the percentage transmission is observed. So these are all the two approaches to overcome the above problem. So next we discuss about the microprocessor based spectrometers, so which is an important type of spectrometers. So in spectrophotometry, so computers have long been used especially for online or offline data processing. So the advantage of the microprocessor based spectrometer is nothing but, so their application has not only been limited to processing of data from analytical instruments, but also been extended to control of instrument functions and digital signal processing. So had been performed conventionally by analog circuits. So a microprocessor in a spectrophotometer can be used for the following functions. So one is control function, second one is signal processing function, and third one is communication functions. So what are all comes under control functions means, so wavelength scanning, so automatic light source selection, and then control of slit width, so detector sensitivity. So these are all comes under the control functions in microprocessor based spectrophotometer. And then signal processing functions are, so baseline correction, signal smoothing, so calculation of percentage T, so absorbance and concentration, so derivative, etc. These are all comes under signal processing functions. And then communication functions, so keyboard entry, so menu driven operations, data presentation, warning display, communication with external systems, so etc. These are all comes under the communication functions of microprocessor based model. So this is the basic block diagram of microprocessor based spectrophotometer. So the diagram shows only the post detector, electronic handling and drive systems, so all controlled via a single microprocessor. So this one, so is single microprocessor. So once the operator defines such parameters as wavelength, output mode and relevant computing factors, so the system automatically ensures the correct and optimum combination of all the system variables. So that is the special case here. So selection of source and detector are automatically determined. Any filters introduced at appropriate points and sample and reference cells are correctly managed in the sample area. So output in the desired form, so that is nothing but transmittance, absorbance, concentration, etc. is presented along with the sample identification. So that is also done in microprocessor based spectrophotometry. So secondary routines such as wavelength calibration and self-test become available on demand by using this system. So the signals are differentiated into sample signal, so that is nothing but S, reference signal R and zero signal Z, and it is stored in a memory that is present in the system. So from the value of S, R and Z, so S is nothing but sample signal, reference signal R and zero signal Z. So microprocessor basically calculates, so transmittance T as S minus Z by R minus Z and absorbance equal to, so it is the logarithmic term of, so T transmittance, that is nothing but absorbance. So in order to obtain R or S values, so within a specified range, so microprocessor provides control signals for slit width and high voltage for the photomultiplier. So for wavelength scanning, so stepper motor is used here. Signal from photodetector is amplified in a preamplifier. So signal is then converted into digital form in an A to D converter. So then digital output from microprocessor is converted into analog form using D to A converter. Finally, signal is sent to XY recorder as Y-axis signal. So this is nothing but, so display unit, so it gives the Y-axis signal. So this is the diagram spectrophotometer, so which is available in the clinical laboratories and in biomedical fields. So the diagrams which is shown in these video lectures is referred and taken from the from this website. So the spectrometer diagram is taken from this website, and other diagrams are referred using the two textbooks. So that is nothing but, first textbook is nothing but Handbook of Biomedical Instrumentation, which is written by Kanpur, and second textbook is Biomedical Instrumentation and Measurement, so which is written by Leslie Cromwell. So these two book is taken as a reference for this spectrophotometer explanation. Thank you.